It's been a great week here at Kids Place in Brazil, and this team has been absolutely amazing. It's been neat to see the smiles on the kids' faces. They smile the minute they see any American, but what's really blessed me, and I think blessed this the Kids Place, is these young married couples going out into the favelas and really evangelizing and sharing the gospel, because the favela doesn't see that much, and they're happy to see an American. And these young couples have pushed hard to evangelize this community, and I'm very thankful.
It's a lot like Kids Camp. If you've ever seen Kids Camp at Christ Chapel, it's just kind of wild and crazy, songs, kids on shoulders, jumping around, dancing, but it's all in Portuguese. So that's an added layer of fun for us.
But it's so great to just see the littlest kids to the biggest kids singing for joy. And I don't understand much except for one of those songs they do. It's, you know, Jesus, how sweet is your name. And just the smiles on their faces, just, I mean, they just light me up.
They're in these classrooms year-round. They have after-school programs, before-school programs, and so they're in these classrooms all year, and we get to come in for this 1 week and do Vacation Bible School with them and just be a part of what they're doing all the time.
I think the highlight of the trip for me was the afternoons that we spent going out into the Coqui favela and talking with the parents of the children who were in Kids Place. And this was oftentimes just the mother. And it was just such a neat time because I was floored by how open these people were with us and how willing they were to invite us into their homes, even though their homes were incredibly small, maybe the size of the average bedroom in the United States. That was their whole house.
It was an interesting group. There were there were 5 of us, and a couple of the Brazilians that work at Kids Place went with us. So we went in with an idea of what we were going to do, but God had a different plan. We had planned on just small talk, getting to know her, but our translator, Wilson, we sat down, introduced ourselves, and he said, "Okay, Sarah, tell your story." And so we were kind of caught off guard, but Sarah begins to tell her story, and it just becomes almost 2 hours of God-centered conversation where there's English, Portuguese, just all kinds of conversation and prayer going on.
These kids, I shouldn't call them, but just watching them, their hearts just open, and God just grow them so much in 1 week and give them His heart for the poor, His heart for the lost. It was amazing to see it.
Just kids that were out in the street, we invited to come and just hear the gospel, but also be able to play soccer. Well, there were 3 girls that came, and I was able to share with them just the gospel. After that, we went outside, out into Coqui, and played soccer, and one of the girls, she came up to me, and I just felt like she wanted to say something when we were in the gym, but she just was scared because her friends were there. She came up to me, she said she really did want to receive Jesus Christ to come into her heart, and so I was able to just show her what that looked like, and she accepted Christ that day.
Our team came back after that, and we had our kind of debriefing of the day, and we started hearing stories. And Joe had talked about how he really wanted to play soccer, but he decided to, sit it out and talk to people. And so, because of that, 9 men came to know Christ.
And I was about to go out and play again, and Brittany, my wife, she encouraged me to go talk to a group of high school age boys that were sitting under the bridge, and I grabbed the translator, and by the time we sat down, we had a group of 9 high school age kids. These guys were real open, and I was scared, shaken, and I said the quickest prayer I've ever said, and I said, "God, just give me the words to say." And after watching Sarah do the Evangel Cube in the favela with the family, it encouraged me a lot to see that she did it, and I can do it.
God God was working through our entire team, and it was humbling and amazing to be a part of a team like that.
Então, ao longo desses 4 anos, desse trabalho que é feito aqui, mantido por esse grupo, nós vemos aos olhos a mudança na vida dessas crianças. Não só crianças aceitando Jesus, mas suas famílias também. Então, transformação na vida delas e de suas famílias, suas casas.
It was one of the most amazing things of the trip for me was seeing the body of Christ work in the way it's supposed to. All these different spiritual gifts represented in this group, and seeing what that looks like for it to play out under the power of the Spirit.
It's been really neat to see the couples, first of all, just step up and be willing to come here. I took my first mission trip when I was 38. They're taking theirs for some of them in their early 20s, and I just know how radically it changed me to come to Brazil, and so it's fun to watch them do it, and to do it at such an early age where they still have the opportunity, not that I don't have the opportunity, but where they have so much more of their life ahead of them, where this will, I think, really shape the pathways that they take as a couple. I got to go out with one of the teams yesterday in Tokina, and there were 2 couples. 3 out of the 4 got to share Christ using their Evangel Cube, and 3 out of the 4 got to lead someone to Christ.